Hola guys, in this video I'd be ranting about my opinions on that fan cooler there from Llano or Shano, depending where you're from, right? I'll stick with the Llano. Llano laptop cooler. The way I introduced it's like it hasn't been a while. I'm really sorry. Anyway, with this fan cooler there, I will try to do things a bit differently where I'd be starting off with conclusion. And by the way, timestamp in the time bar below. Feel free to skip ahead if you'd wanna. And also, this is my second take. I wanna apologize for the sound quality. This is a new lapel mic, wireless mic from my Llano. From my Llano. If you're planning to use that thing together with your iPhone or iPad and just rely on its noise canceling, not that good, guys. Sound quality, maybe. Without noise canceling, I wouldn't know. I haven't tried. But if you're planning to use this thing, to lessen your sound editing workload in the, during your editing process, not that good really. But right now I'm using this microphone for the second time using the SteelSeries audio manager, with the Arctis headset. We'll see. Apologies for the sound quality. I'd be switching sound sources between this microphone and the camera's microphone, right? All right. So as I've mentioned, I'll try to start things differently where write I'd give my opinions or some kind of a conclusion right now. So in regards to benchmarking and stress test results, feel free to skip ahead. Right now, my laptop is running Firmark on the background, and currently the fan speed's at 300 RPM. My opinion here, it's a bit bulky, hard to work on a standalone without any peripherals, right? Where you'd be using this keyboard there while working, using this trackpad. It's too elevated, makes my wrist very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable working position, that's all I'm saying. And the noise, me personally, I don't mind the noise even with maximum RPM. We'll get to that later on. But what the other thing I love is the USB hub on its side right now. The USB cable that comes with is a bit long. I have this spare one here. So it's there, which enables the USB hub on the side. I have a keyboard USB, a mouse USB, and a gamepad USB. And I got the non-RGB variant because I don't really care much for bling because I'm just using this for you know what? If you're like me and you're planning to use this as a docking station, getting the one with RGB may be a better idea, but I don't really much care about that. So I got the non-RGB variant. So I only have the power and the fan control. It has this stubs there, but it keeps the laptop in place even without this one. But maybe if you have a bigger laptop, that may come of use, probably. I don't know. Right. So my laptop's an Asus TUF A15, by the way, with the lid open or closed. So as I've mentioned, I'm using this as a docking station with the lid closed. In regards to temperature, doesn't really matter. Close to nothing, really. So normally at home, I set my computer like that with an external keyboard. The keyboard I have here with me right now is this one here. There you go. But this is not what I'm using at home. So just, for visual sake, right? So anyway, I have an external keyboard at home, an external mouse, and that's how I work at home, right? But normally I just use this laptop there for gaming. So I just dock it in place, use my gamepad, connect the laptop to my TV, and call it a day, right? So that's how I normally work. And so imagining this is my TV, that's how it'll look like. So right now it's running Furmark on the background. And yeah, so my only gripe with this thing here is its bulkiness. It's really big. The reason you have a laptop is to save space, right? So if you don't have enough space, having this one might you might consider that, because you know, try considering having enough space for your keyboard and mouse is all I'm saying, because working working on this computer there while it's on the cooler, not really comfortable. And yeah, so that's my only gripe. Not comfortable to work on while on the cooler. Make sure you have your external peripherals with you. And yeah. Anyway, let's start with this one here, 300 RPM. You know what? Let's start with it off. At 300 RPM, it's showing us a decibel level of 56. I'll turn it off first. And our noise level is now 55.5, 55.6, or rather 55.5 to 56 decibels. With it on, definitely higher than 55.5, but we did see a 55.6 there, so I could probably say that 300 RPM and with it off is very similar. And in regards to real life comparison, it is very similar to a quiet home. Now I will increase the speed to 1000. 64 decibels, and that is similar to a quiet street. Increasing it to 1500 at 1500 RPM, it is giving us 69 decibels. That is similar to a quiet street. At 2000 RPM, 71 decibels. That is similar to a normal conversation. But if you guys could see, it's stopping off or giving off an amber light there already. So increasing it to 2800. 72, 73 decibels. That is comparable to a normal conversation. I don't know how loud you talk to other people, but this kind of noise level can annoy someone. Yeah, so that's it's too noisy. Yeah, so that's a quick glimpse of the noise levels. So if that annoys you, try to Google the decibel levels in Google. But in the app I used there, it did say at lower RPM, it's comparable to a quiet street, normal conversation, stuff like that. So I really hope that gives you an idea. And yeah, so other things that I really hate about this thing is nothing really. I really love the USB hub. In that way, I could use it as a docking station. And most definitely the dust filter. Guys, the dust filter, before, way back, someone asked me, well, my friend bought a new laptop and he was asking me if a fan cooler is necessary. I straight out said no. It will only gather or build up dust inside your computer quicker. So in that sense, the dust filter, and it helps lower the fan speed of my laptop. I really like that about this thing, and most definitely its performance bump. It'll be just like, at most, if I'm not mistaken, 2 2 or 3% increase in GPU, CPU clock speed, and FPS count. But if you're after that every last FPS, yeah, you'd love this thing definitely. Would you need it? Me personally, with the Asus Tough A15, no, because this tough laptop can handle temperatures really well. During stress test, I do get thermal throttling due to memory junction temperature, but during gaming session, I don't I don't think I have experienced that still. I don't think it ever thermal throttled on me, even when using an external monitor, a 4K monitor. So no, I don't think it thermal throttles. But during stress test, I think I've shown you guys it did due to the memory junction. But CPU throttling, I don't think it ever did throttle on me. I think it's just the memory junction of the GPU of the RTX 4070. So if you need it, not probably. Will it help give better longevity of your laptop? Probably, in regards to, taking care of the components temperature. The fan speed is lowered, and well, sacrificing noise level though. So, but then again, I don't really mind. I really use this thing as a docking station. Normally, I have my mouse and my gamepad. Like for example, I'd be going someplace and staying in a hotel for like a couple of weeks. Then I'd be bringing these two, my gamepad, my mouse. The controller, I don't really bring it with me. I just use the controller at home. So there you have it. And at home, when I dock this thing, I have a separate keyboard there. Well, if you love working with your hands elevated, more power to you, right? So yeah. So that's it for my opinion about this thing. And let's move on towards the benchmarking and stress test after that. Sorry guys, I had to cut it. I had to cut this video short. I have an important errand to make. And yeah, I'd be moving towards the conclusion, part 2. The closing remarks rather. Yeah. Um, that said, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, especially if you're into numbers. In my next video, I'd be posting the benchmarking and stress test results in the next video. So as to not miss that, hit the bell button there. I actually don't know where it is. Yeah. All right, about this fan cooler, I love it. It's because it's fit to my use case. I use it as a docking station. If you have sufficient space for your peripherals, good. You'd love this product. But if you don't, if you're planning to just buy this because you're concerned that because of your high temperature, well, in that regard, guys, some laptops do provide high temperature that's not really, advisable. But do your due diligence in regards to research, right? As long as your laptop is of good quality, most probably you wouldn't need this thing, especially if you're just doing light workload like spreadsheets, stuff like that, PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, right? Notepad. You get what I mean. Light workload, you don't really need this thing. The performance it gives, it's really noticeable in regards to GPU clock speed, CPU clock speed, but in regards to FPS, maybe not. My hand's tired. Yeah. So in regards to FPS, it is noticeable, but not really that high. But the clock speeds of both GPUs and CPU, it's really noticeable. What else? Yeah, the dust filter, I love it. Um, my previous laptop, the dust inside that after a while, it's a lot, guys. With this thing here, it'll prevent dust accumulation. I love that. The USB hub, especially in my case, I use it as a docking station. I love it. What else? What I hate, it's too elevated. It's too elevated, not really comfortable if you just be using it with your laptop with it on the cooler. Not really comfortable, especially if you'd be typing on it. Not really advisable. No, don't do it like that. I really hope you'd have external keyboard and mouse with enough space, obviously. And me, docking station, I leave it in one place. I have my gamepad, controller, have it connected to my TV with my headsets on. I don't even notice the noise, guys. So there you have it. I really hope I'm able to wait before I close. I almost forgot the fan speed. 1000 RPM, guys. Me, whether it's docked, whether I'm playing on it, whether I'm whatever, I prefer the 1000 RPM fan speed for the laptop cooler. It provides not really the optimum level of temperature and performance. 1500 is better pertaining to that. But me, in regards to noise level, 1000 RPM, playing, like for example, I'm in the hotel, right? I'm playing Valorant with while using the laptop's speaker. 1000 RPM is really enjoyable still. 1500 RPM, though the noise level is not that high, I still find it enjoyable using the 1000 RPM. So I just fix it. I dock it in place at home, 1000 RPM. I play it while on the computer using, the keyboard, external keyboard and mouse, while right in front of the computer, 1000 RPM. Right now it's off, it's on 1000 RPM. So 1000 RPM, I find it the best setting in regards to noise level, but in regards to optimum level, I believe it's the 1500 RPM that'll fit that bill, right? So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Again, I really hope you guys are interested in the numbers. If so, hit the subscribe button and notification bell. I hope I helped someone. And as always, see you in the next one.